This is Moonrise Digsite, formerly known as Nakir, Temple of the Colossi. The Nakirian people of the First Age used it as a place of worship. Now this ruined temple lays abandoned, towering over the town of Amberfell on Haven Heighth. We'll be following Rainy today as he explores the temple and its past to discover what happened here all that time ago. At the temple entrance, Rainy begins by speaking to a wolf pup sitting on a rock. A divine wolf pup stares up at you. His expression is a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. Hello there, little one.
Hello there.
Are you alright? Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Rainy. Do you know your name?
Know your name? Yes. Utu. I am Utu.
What are you doing here, Utu?
What are you doing here, Rainy?
I was hoping I could explore the history of this temple.
This temple. I protect this temple. It was my duty. It is my duty.
Do you remember anything aside from your name and your duty?
Hey. No. My memories have flittered away, like autumn leaves on the wind. I am barren in their absence.
I could excavate the temple, see what I can find. Maybe I'll come across something that will help restore your memories.
Very well. It shall be your duty. Explore the history of the temple. Help me restore my memories.
I'll get started then. Thank you, Utu.
Thank you, Rainy.
Why are you the site manager here?
I remember a little of myself, of my past. This temple is all I know.
Have you ever been inside?
Now, when I approached its doors, a voice echoed across my mind. A warning, a command, to never enter the temple's depths.
A voice in your head. Whose voice?
I do not know, but it was familiar. Perhaps it is my own.
What is this dig site about?
This place stirs many feelings. Hollowness, shame, disgrace.
Why is that?
I do not know. Perhaps I did once. It is lonely, standing watch over this temple. 2 humans visited before you. One your size, one nearer mine. I had only recently awoken. I dared not reveal myself to them. It has been less lonely since meeting you.
I'm glad to hear that. The exterior of Moonrise Digsite consists of 4 different spots to collect artifacts. These spots range from level 52 to level 75. Outside the temple there are also wall markings with offering bolts that are damaged. Collecting one will uncover one of the mysteries of the temple. Need to restore a bowl and replace it here, and likely with this one as well. So it looks more something like this one right here. Outside the temple stairs, there's also a bundle of human remains. Studying this turns it into a research which we can do back at the Archaeology Guild. Head on into the table, go into special research, and we've got the beast within here, which gives us 1 offering bowl. Only take 22 minutes, let's send that one off. View report. Judging by their apparel, these remains belong to high-ranking priests of the temple. The damage on their body indicates that they were violently torn apart by a colossal animal. That's not good. We've got a offering bowl though, so we can fix that up. And next to Utu, there's also this giant slab. This also uncovers a mystery. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. Looks like I can put something here. At the shrine debris outside the temple, we can find offering bowls that are destroyed. So if we start digging here, we can grab some more bowls and fix those up for these spots right here. I also found a lunar slab. Each of these dig locations has a chance of giving one of these lunar slabs. So there's 4 outside the temple, and then there's also 2 inside the temple. And there's my offering bowl. I got myself 2 of these. Each of these requires 22 banded limestone, 20 Triskelions, and 20 burnt umber. Once you have enough resources, you can head on over to an archaeology workbench, select your 2 bowls, and make those into completed offering bowls. Next up, we're gonna fix these 2 here, place an offering bowl there, place an offering bowl here. After that, I headed on over to Utu to see if he's got any tips for me. There are murals by the far wall with bowls beneath them.
Offerings. Worship. This is familiar to me.
Do you think these offering bowls could help me get inside the temple?
Possibly. Perhaps if you were to present an offering of cooked meat to myself, you would be granted access. That was a joke, in part.
I also talked to him about the stone slabs I've been finding around the dig site. I found some stone slabs with symbols carved onto them. I think they're the phases of the moon.
Tell me more.
There was one showing a first quarter by the arbor. One showing a waxing crescent was in the ruins of the weaver's hut. I came across one showing a new moon near the shrines.
It seems there are yet more for you to find. They belong to the wheel. I am certain of it.
And by digging in any of the spots outside the temple, you have a chance of finding ancient tablets with lore on them. And once you've found all 4 of the ancient tablets, you can click on all those to add them to your book. You can then read them inside your archaeology journal under the Guthixian Mysteries section for Shadow of the Colossus.
Mighty is he, stalwart Dilimbabar, Lord of Cycles, God of Wolves, strongest of the divine messengers Guthix sent to protect us. It is he who governs the rising and falling of the sun, the turning of the seasons, the ebb and flow of tides, and the phases of the moon. He who safeguards the sacred Lunar Wheel, which holds the power to mold our very souls. Under his gaze, we practice the rite of bonding, in which 2 individuals seek to bind their spirits present themselves before the wheel. As it turns, a tiny sliver is torn from each of their souls. As it turns again, these are merged into the soul of the other, permanently connecting each. Those bound in such a manner are said to be inseparable, both in this cycle and the next. Bless us, brave Dilimbabar. May your moonlight forever guide our path. Just as he, Honorable Kayazu, Lord of Ceremonies, God of Foxes, most compassionate of the divine messengers Guthix sent to guide us. It is he who helped shape our traditions and our laws, he who distinguished darkness from light, whose starlight pierced the veil of the night sky, he who delivers justice upon the guilty and brings joy to the virtuous. Many are the rituals held in his name, including the rite of induction, trials for those accused of crimes against the temple, and naming ceremonies for the newly born. Once a cycle, the God of Foxes will preside over one of these himself. Such an occasion is the highest honor for those involved, and a sign that said matter is of divine consequence. Bless us, noble Kayazu. May our hearts remain strong and our souls pure as starlight. Fickle is he, wise Sudumusid, Lord of Transformation, God of Bats, most capricious of the divine messengers Guthix sent to test us. It is he who challenges us to better ourselves through conflict. He who taught us that only through struggle doth the caterpillar transform into a moth and ascend to the sky to reach for moonlight. His rare appearances foretell the coming of strife and opportunity in equal measure, an earthquake that will devastate our lands, while revealing new resources, a plague with no known cure, but one we might discover, a famine that forces us to seek new sources of food. These are not merely calamities to overcome, but opportunities to grow in skill, strength, and knowledge. Bless us, Venerable Sudamuzid. May our resolve shine as brightly as the midday sun. The rite of induction is a sacred ceremony held on the full moon, marking the formal induction of initiates such as yourself into the great temple of Akshur-Nakir. You have trained for many years to reach this point. Savor the journey of enlightenment and reflect on what it has taught you. May this eve serve as the culmination of your efforts. When dusk falls, you will present offerings to the 3 lords of our temple. Place the appropriate offerings in the bowl at the base of each of their shrines, before offering a short prayer. A jug of wine for Sudumuzid, Lord of Transformation, to show respect for his teachings. Cooked meat for Dilimbabar, Lord of Cycles, to fuel his strength. And a lit candle for Kayazu, Lord of Ceremonies, to light his path. You will choose which of the 3 you wish to dedicate your service to. Kayazu is of present to personally bestow his blessing upon his chosen. Delimbabar does so on occasion, while Sudumuzid's appearance is a rare sight and a dark omen. Should your lord be absent, their high priest will impart their blessing to you in their stead. As you recite your vows, you will now have access to the temple interior and will be guided inside before emerging wearing the konak of the priest. A celebratory feast will be held in your honor. May moonlight forever guide your path.
So in the Ancient Tablet 4, we get the 3 items we need to present in the offering bowls. The jug of wine, a piece of cooked meat, and a lit candle. So I placed some cooked meat in one of the bowls. In the next one, you can add a white burning candle. And in the final one, you can place a jug of wine. That's the offering sorted. Let's go back to Utu. And we'll right-click Mysteries on him again for Path of Initiate. I've been following the Ritual of Induction, a ceremony I read about on one of the tablets I found.
So I have seen an offering of wine for wise Sudumuzid, an offering of light for noble Kayazu, and an offering of meat for mighty Delimbabar. I remember now. By their authority, mortals were granted blessings, which allowed them to pass the barrier protecting the depths of the temple. An authority that I too possess. For I bear the legacy of the old gods of ancient Nakir.
Whoa, we turned into a giant wolf.
Take my blessing, little one. Enter the great temple of Akshur Nakir. Uncover what secrets lie within, and may moonlight guide your path.
This must be the other Colossus that Inanna mentioned not wanting to bump into up here. I wonder why they're not on good terms. You can also talk to Utu once you're done finding all 4 of the ancient tablets as well. I found these tablets while excavating the ruins. Apparently 3 animal gods were worshipped here.
There are dozens of us. Many ages ago, beasts imbued with a portion of the abundant anima that coursed through these lands. Divine beings of immense knowledge and power.
The Colossi.
Delimbabar, Kayazu, and Sudumuzid were the eldest, the most powerful. It is no wonder that the humans who settled this land would come to worship them as gods. Many of our kind have since fled. Many more perished, few remain.
And that's that mystery solved. And with that, we can head inside the temple. As the temple seemingly opens for the first time in many ages, the smell of iron and decay overwhelms the senses. A long elevated corridor leads to an altar stained in red, and the body of a colossi lay atop it. Whatever dark fate that led to these events is long gone, but traces will still remain frozen in time. There are also 2 additional mossy peat locations for more discoveries and digging. We've got the cauldron debris over here. This one is the blood altar. You can also study the dead colossus up here, which we can study at the dig site. Over on the side here, there's also a broken cauldron we can study at the dig site. Blood, wine, sweat, and tears. Both of these take 40 minutes, but you can reduce it down to 22 minutes. They will give a blood wine artifact and a bloodletting dagger artifact. While those things are researching, I'll dig through these to grab the last few lunar slabs I need. And that's all 6. I'll review the report for blood, wine, sweat, and tears. So, the cauldron appeared to have been used to conduct an early form of haim alchemy, so blood alchemy. Various types of blood, including colossi, animal and human, were used in powerful incantations. And we got a blood wine artifact. And lastly, an unceremonious end, where they've gathered, this is what remains of the fox colossus Kayazu, sacrificed and strung from the altar once dedicated to his worship. What could have led these people to kill one of their own gods? It gives the bloodletting dagger. Both the cauldron debris and the blood altar debris in here also have 4 new lore book texts that you can find. And as always, of course, if you have Didymus the Lorehound pet out from the quest caravan, it will improve your chance of finding the lore books from these locations. So you can read all of those to add them into your archaeology journal. These are part of the Cult Classic Mystery.
Priest Eshkar, Veining Crescent, Cycle LXXIX, Epoch Ivy. At noon, a heated debate erupted between Zimwandagal, High Priest of the Lord of Ceremonies, and Shahalu, High Priestess of the Lord of Cycles. This marks the 3rd time this lunation that there has been a verbal altercation between the two. The two bicker like long bonded mates. However tactless the display may have been, the contents of their arguments were enlightening as always. The nature of divinity was the subject of the disagreement. What is it, one posits, that allows a creature of the wild to ascend to divinity, while a blade of grass, streams of water, or mountain of stone cannot? Zimuandagal was adamant that a soul is what allows one to ascend, as conventional wisdom might suggest. Shahula proposed a different theory, that it is not the soul but the mind which is vital to attaining divinity. After all, our gods not only grew in size and power when they ascended, but were gifted an intellect that surpasses our own. Surprisingly, Kadam, High Priestess of the Lord of Transformation, decided to join the debate. It is neither the soul nor the mind that connects us to the divine, she claimed. It is blood, an ancient power that connects all creatures of flesh. Ultimately, no consensus was reached. It may not be my place to speculate on such matters, but I suspect all three theories hold a sliver of truth. Zimuandagal, High Priest of Kayazu, waxing gibbous cycle, LXXXIV, Epoch IV. It is an outrage, a smear on the noble history of our people. Kadam called for a meeting with Shahula and myself at the depths of the temple. She claimed to speak on behalf of her lord. I doubt that wise Sudumuzid was truly behind her blasphemy. She had gaunt cheeks, pallid eyes, and enlarged teeth. I asked if that was some manner of affliction, but she claimed it was the result of a special elixir she had concocted with her lord's blessing, one that has enhanced her senses, slowed her aging, and imbued her with an inhuman strength. A mixture of various herbs with the blood of the god of bats himself. Kadam has defiled herself, debased our sacred traditions. Kayazu would never tolerate such an affront. Neither shall I. It goes against everything Guthix taught our ancestors. Shahalu says that she has already discussed this with her lord, that they are willing to allow these experiments to continue unabated. Preposterous. Kadam has always been a peculiar one, but Shahalu should have better judgment. We may not always see eye to eye, but she is my closest companion, as her lord is to mine. Why would Dilimbabar betray Kayazu so? This will be our undoing. Kirashi, High Priestess of Sudumuzit, New Moon Cycle XVII, Epoch V. I was there to witness it. The glorious ascension of our god queen at the grand palace of Shurukba. How fortunate I am to have beheld her splendor with my own eyes. She is the epitome of divinity, from her wings to her tail, from her fangs to her claws and talons. How could any who look upon her deny that she is a goddess? As my predecessor and mentor ascended to the Crimson Throne, she shed her prior name and life to be reborn in blood. Ninbaradari, the Chimera Queen, mother of man and beast, interwoven, youngest and greatest of our gods. Many here still cling to the old ways, wallowing in servitude to the god beasts. I hear our queen's name venerated in hushed whispers throughout the halls. They see the truth. The Chimera Queen offers us what the old gods could not. Long lives, freedom from illness, the strength of the bear, elegance of the stag, and the ferocity of the wolf. She has unlocked the secret of eternal youth, the secret of divinity. Gifts she will soon share with her chosen, with me. What do the old gods offer us? Nothing. Only Sudumuzid was of value, wisely gifting his blood to our queen and setting her on the path to ascension. The others will see. In time, they will have no choice. Priestess Ashera, Full Moon Cycle XXXI Epoch V. While clearing out the storeroom, I overheard Kirashi speaking to his lackeys. He must have thought himself whispering, though his voice was hardly quiet. A direct order from the Chimera Queen. May her reign be everlasting. There is to be a show of force against those who continue to oppose our God Queen, be they god or man. The traditions of the past are to be dismantled so that a new era may begin. Screams echo through the halls. Adherents to Kayazu are being captured and chained. Even his high priest, dragged, kicked, and screamed to the depths of the temple. Human bait. Kayazu cares deeply for his followers, a weakness Kirashi is all too eager to exploit. Even if this truly is an order from our queen, I will play no part in it. Slaying one of the old gods, lesser though they may be, is too far. Our history and culture cannot be washed away through bloodshed. The Limbabar will surely seek revenge for this. What will become of us when his wheel is ground to a halt? Kirashi must think himself so blessed that he could keep it turning alone. He is a fool, drunk on what meager power the blood wine has gifted him. If you are reading this, Kirashi, may the Lord of Cycles claim you. May your soul be cast upon his wheel. May it be ground to dust. Guthix, protect me.
After learning the history of this temple, we return to inform Utu of our findings. Talk about cult classic. I found these ancient records while excavating the depths of the temple.
Kadame, who later took on the name of Ninbaradari, she was no goddess. She was but a lowly parasite, twisting her body and soul as she leached our divinity. Kadame may have called herself a queen, but in truth she was a slave to the ancient power of blood, and that which governs it.
What happened to her?
I do not know, nor do I care. She left this world many ages ago. May she never return.
With all 6 stone slabs, I take them to the Lunar Wheel next to Utu and begin placing them. Middle bottom is last quarter, bottom left is waning gibbous, the middle right spot is new moon. At the very top, you can place first quarter, top left put in waxing gibbous, and on the top right, put in the final one. The wheel hums faintly as the final slab slots into place. Looks like that's done it. I should speak to Utu. Talk to him about mysteries, and this one is inside of you there are 2 wolves.
Well done, little one. The wheel is restored, and with it, another memory. That night, the Limbabar presented himself before the Lunar Wheel, the blood of the temple's occupants still dripping from his maw. He was consumed by fury, by grief. It was too much for him to contain. He harnessed the power of Guthix's wheel, the relic he was sworn to protect, and he tore himself in 2. Thus we were born, my sister Inanna and I. She was formed from Dalimbabar's fond memories of Kayazu, of the hope that yet remained within him. I was formed from the rest, from his resentment, shame, and regret. Inanna would continue the Lord of Ceremony's legacy, guiding and protecting the people who call this land home. And I would stand watch over this temple for all eternity, a penance imposed on me from my moment of birth.
Utu, that's awful.
It is what it is. Our names, our fate, these are set in stone. Such was the nature of our creation.
For the final mystery, we just have to run inside the temple and then exit once again. Utu has been turned into a pup again. And there's Anzagir here, who looks awfully a lot like Utu. Utu, is that you? You notice a letter at the feet of the divine wolf pup. It's addressed to you. A letter from Utu.
Rainy, finally I see the truth. This is far from the first time that I have regained these memories. I have stood upon this precipice as many times as there are stars in the sky. I am regrets made manifest, cursed to wallow before this temple turned tomb for eternity, to know nothing but shame. It is too much for one to bear. 1,000 times have I presented myself before the Lunar Wheel, as my father before me. 1,000 times have I used its power to tear my soul apart, shedding the memories that fuel my suffering. Alas, the wheel was broken. I could never erase my name, my purpose. Thus, the search for my past would return eventually. trapped in an endless cycle of sacrificing and regaining my memories. But no more. Through your efforts, the wheel has been restored. With one final revolution under the radiance of the full moon, I may be laid to rest. I may be reborn. I grant my successor the name Unzagar, Lord of Dreams. For long have I dreamt of escaping this torment. Thank you, little one, and farewell.
I hope you found the peace you were searching for, Utu. Come, little lord, let's get you out of here.
Hey?
And that is Moonrise fully explored, unlocking the new pet Unzagar to follow you around. Unzagar also comes with an emote. Interact with him, and then perform emote. Aww, he rolls over. And with a cute little howl too, he's adorable. You can also talk to him. Doesn't say much though. How are you feeling, Unzagar? Still not able to talk, huh? Don't worry, I'm sure you'll pick it up. I'll tell you a story about your father sometime when you're older. I think he'd appreciate that. Slightly unrelated to the dig site, but to finish up all the content that was added with the dig site, there is a new book you can pick up in Farmer Rowan's house. If you go upstairs and search the crate by the stairs, you will find a lore book, Caleb's Travel Journal Volume 3. This is part of the Master Quest Cape achievements as well, so you might as well go pick it up. And then you can have yourself a read of that if you would like. And that's it for the Moonrise Digsite. Do drop a like and subscribe for more RuneScape videos.